So what is the quadratic formula?
X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. 2a.
So you can sing it or you can just memorize it, and this is how it's written. And so the thing we need to know here is that we have these a, b's, and c's, and a, b, and c come from the standard form of a quadratic equation. Alright, so we have a, b, and c. Now in this question that we're working here, we have 8x squared plus 8x equals 22. Be careful on a question like this, c is not 22. We need to get this 22 over to the left-hand side and have 0 on the other side before we can begin the quadratic formula for this question. Alright, so we get 8x squared plus 8x minus 22 equals 0. And now we recognize here that this is A, this is B, and that number right there, negative 22, is C. And now we can plug and chug. So we have negative, and then our B was 8, plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 times A times C. And we're going to divide that by 2 times 8. Alright, so you see so far it's just been a simple substitution of A, B, and C. 8, 8, and negative 22. Alright, so we're going to take this and continue to work with it. So negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared is 64. And then negative 4 times 8 times 22 is 704. And there's two negatives here, so we'll say plus 704 divided by 16. And we continue on here. And 64 plus 704 will be 768 over 16. At this point, I have put this answer into WebAssign and it will mark this correct. But typically we will come back and simplify something like the square root of 768. But for the purposes of this question, this step is totally optional. I'll just shortcut right straight to the answer. I have found out that 268 is the same as 256 times 3, and the square root of 256 is 16 square root of 3. So if you're going to continue working with this, again, you can stop at this point if you like and enter that. But we would write 16 square root of 3 over 16. And now we can cancel anything here that is outside of this radical that is divisible by the same number. So 8 goes into 8 once, 8 goes into 16 2 times, and 8 goes into 16 2 times. So you may also enter for this answer negative 1 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 2. And WebAssign will also accept that answer.